Hey, hello friends out there. It's been a while since I talked to y'all, and I'll explain why. But thank you for viewing my channel. I just wanted to give an update on what's going on with my cancer and some treatments. As I announced, it had taken a change on my last PET and bone scan, and I'm sitting out in front of the gym right now. So I thought I would do a quick update because I never seem to get out my tripod and everything at home to do it. Not that I'm too busy, I'm too lazy, or I just don't feel like doing it. But and for the last couple months, there have been a lot of distractions here in Florida. We first had, get my cross out of the way here for a minute. We first had, two hurricanes go around us and give us a little scare, part of living down here from June until, well, now November starts to slow down. Excuse me. And then my oncologist decided to change up my meds from what's called the Ibrance that I was on for about 15 months. Because of the cancer starting to change, my body built an immunity to it. Time to move it to a different one. We tried a oral med, which would have worked great, called Piqray, Piqray. Bad side effect with that is it really increases your sugar. My sugar had been running around 113, very good, 113. Maybe after eating 140, where it's supposed to be 150. Too much drunk, 160 maybe. But it was within control, that and going to the gym here. But I started that on a Wednesday. Wednesday, no problem. Thursday, no problem. Friday, started feeling a little odd. Saturday, felt worse. Sunday, I felt really bad getting out of bed. I didn't eat. I had just a little bit to take my morning meds. And then I went to church. By the time church got over, I thought, how am I going to get to the car? I felt that weak. I felt that bad. And I don't complain. You know me. I don't want your pity. I want your prayers. And so I don't use my cane anymore. Well, I started using it just a little bit because of the weakness now with my new treatments. So I couldn't figure it out. The rest of the day, Sunday, I just felt really bad. Couldn't eat. I finally checked my sugar. Now keep in mind, 8 hours of just after having a little bit of food, my sugar was 272, extremely high. I actually felt like the insides of my body was dying. Now I really understand. I've had 2 bouts with high sugar over the last 18 months, and I understand how diabetes can kill you now. Because when my sugar got that high, I honestly felt like my organs were shutting down. It was pretty weird. And so I discontinued it. I just said, well, done. And I happened to be seeing my oncologist that following week. So I went in there and explained everything to her, and I just said, I don't think I can do this. My diet wasn't that bad, and my sugar went up that much. I said, I don't think this med's gonna work with me. So then she changed me over to what's called a Hermintu med. They say it like HER2 med. It's a targeted IV treatment every 21 days. Similar to the Herceptin I had in 2020. It's a targeted one towards the bones to reduce, hopefully, the spread of cancer even more. I do have a snapshot from my radiation doctor's cell phone of my body scan that I'll post on my Blessed Breast Cancer Guy Facebook group. I'm not going to put it on my regular one. I don't want people over there. If they don't want to see it, they don't have to see it. I'll just put it on my Breast Cancer Guy. I'll put this video on both, but I'll put just the snapshot of the bone cancer, and you'll see the black spots aren't good. Main areas of trouble are the middle of my back, my spinal cord, there's tumors near my spinal cord, on my spinal cord, and down in my SI joints, and you'll see a lot of black down there. So I basically, when you look at it, I got a lot of cancer. Some may say full of cancer. It's not full yet because there's some still quite a few non-black spots, but it's there. It's prevalent. So I do that every 21 days. Now the downsides of that is pretty sick for the first day. I'm not bad. Second day not bad, but just like the other ones, when that IV got into my system in day 3, I shot down. Stomach issues, nausea, of course, with stomach issues, just feeling lousy, very weak. On top of that, we've decided to put radiation into not one area of my body, but 2. Middle of my spine is desperately needed because the pain when I moved my arms was getting, it was starting to increase. And when I'm laying, it's even worse. So we're trying to keep the tumors off of my spinal cord, of course, because you don't want anything touching your spinal cord. And then the other area that they're putting radiation is my SI joints. So I get double whammy there, and with the radiation, it could cause you fatigue, and I haven't figured out. I was like, wow, why do I feel so tired this time around? And I just had another bout of radiation. I'm on number 6 now. So I finish up next Monday, and I'm hopefully done with radiation then. So they do the middle of my chest, my sternum area, which hits the back of my area as well. And then they do my lumbar area for the radiation. And it makes me tired. And and my voice a little more hoarse. But to God be the glory, I taught yesterday English, and I substituted today. So I'm tired, just 2.5, 3 hours of work wore me out a little bit, but the brain stimulation, the interaction with my students is really good. I really enjoy them. But I wanted to give you a quick update here. I won't dwell on it. I'll talk to I have a fusion again next Wednesday, the 20th. So I have a week before Thanksgiving to see if I get a little bit of an appetite back. If not, I've had plenty of Thanksgivings, so I'll be okay. And honestly, the greasy dressing that I make and some of that stuff does not seem as appetizing right now. So I'll be just fine in that aspect. But continued prayers, I could really use them. Don't know where this is going to go from here, but we're going to keep battling. It does sometimes make you wonder, we need a new bed. Do I go buy a new bed? Just in case this thing goes the other way. Does my wife stuck with another king-size bed? And she's got to find a king-size sorry. Then she's got to find a king-size man like me to fit into it after I'm gone. But no, I'm joking. So it's one of those where you sit there and go, all right, I put my faith in God, not all this medical. But when you start feeling really bad and you get a lot of pain, Satan can creep in there. We're human. And but I tell you, as long as I calm that back down with the pain and remember to pray, to God be the glory, because it does reduce my prayer. And we don't know why we go through all this stuff. I don't dwell on it. I just want you all to learn what I'm going through and understand, because cancer is getting to the point, for whatever reason, our environment is like pass me the salt, type deal. It's like, my buddy Kevin today said, seems like everyone knows a handful of people that are fighting cancer. He said it's the weirdest thing in the world. I said, yep. We were talking about processed foods and how my buddy Phil posted something about a Philippine grocery store, a video on how the fruits look different, the vegetables look different. They're not shiny like ours. And I tell people, when I lived in the Philippines, I felt better from drinking my Diet Cokes, or over there, their diet, it looks like a Diet Coke, but it says Coke Light. They don't put the garbage in it like we used to. At the one time, didn't have all the garbage into our diet sodas and regular sodas and everything. So, and then you look at, size of chicken breast and chickens, and we're just processing our foods, and I think that's what's helping us along cancer wise here. So that's my Shaunanism. It's not a bona fide fact, but it's sure is a hunch when you're going through these things. So just trying to remember if I caught everything here. Still plugging away. I mean, we're still trying. We're throwing darts at the board to see which is going to stick. It's cancer, like I told you last June when we started this process, was it's a moving target. It's going to be something I'll be chasing the rest of my life. If God wants me around, there'll be more meds that'll come into play to continue this. If it's not to be, then I'll be called home. And when I take that last breath, it'll be a glorious day for me. But I don't dwell on it. I know Saturday I had a buddy of mine, Tom, come over. We watched football and had some good food, and he kind of slapped me around a little bit because we were talking about the bed thing, and he said, "You're going to be around a while." So it's like, Sean, get back to where you were. You're going to be around a while. This is just another, I guess, obstacle in my way. I've been a fighter since I was 5 years old when I watched my dad die, so we're not stopping now. I mean, I'd like to finish this race strong. The one thing we do have to watch with this new treatment I'm on is that it does have the potential to weaken your heart. And if you know my family, we don't need any help getting there. So that's why I want to get into the gym more often. I've been down a little bit and not been able to get there. I think we were 3 days last week. I was a 5 to 6 day person all year long. So I really want to get back to it. And get to about 5 days a week, but fatiguing my legs, fatiguing just about everything. I'm tired a lot, but I can't sleep with it. I sleep good at night, most nights. Some nights because of my stomach, it's back and forth to the bathroom. But this too shall pass. Well, folks, I don't want to bore you anymore. But I did want to put this update out there and to let you all know. I apologize. I didn't do as much of my other stuff, my devotions and ministry stuff online. I just haven't felt like getting my camera out. I do it. If you're getting it out, if you're getting something out of it, I'll be more than happy to throw it out there. I do it as God, I feel, tugs me to do it. I don't like to force things. Just, to hear myself think or talk, although I like talking. But I wait for God to prompt me on things. I think obedience is something that we all need in life, and obedience to God. So just wanted to give the update. I'm doing well. I'll take my glasses off to see so you can see my eyes. So we're doing okay. Bumps in the road. Keep my wife in your prayers. She's got to watch me. She didn't say, honey, the reason why you don't feel very good is because you're white. I said, ooh. As after my treatments, it was like I was mad because I'm a competitor and I want to get back and be my normal life, and I want to get back into the gym, and when it knocks the wind out of your sails, it irritates me and doesn't put me in the best moods because, that's part of the control of my life I don't have. But then I, once again, be obedient to God. Pray, let God direct you, and do other things for Him that you can do. So I do a little counseling to help people that have had issues and want to talk, want to pray, whatever it may be. So I just try to handle it in the best way I can, and then attend my men's group meetings as much as I can on Thursdays. So there you have it. We're caught up for another time. If you got any questions, you know my messengers, both sides. You can message me if you want to comment. Hopefully I'll see it. And on this YouTube, and reply if you need a reply. But if you have any questions, curious about anything, how I'm feeling, what does it feel like, I'm trying to explain that because, and I've now lived with cancer for 4+ years, not quite 4.5 yet. So I keep moving the needle a little bit. You know, I know this is stage 4. So whenever someone's heard stage 4 bone cancer, that's never been good in the past, but I'm hanging in there. And once again, the game is to keep it out of my organs. Keep it out of your organs, and I don't know what's going to happen with, my bones as it, the tumors get in there and do more. Sometimes I feel like my back is going to snap in half, and I'm going to be walking around carrying my upper half around like you'd see in a sitcom or some old Scooby-Doo thing. That kind of reminds me of, I think, one of the Scooby-Doos years ago. But with that, what else was there? Was one more thing. I think that was it. So I think you have everything. Once again, please, by all means, prayers are appreciated. And I keep my reminders. You have to have this in Naples, Florida, with the way people drive. Little Jesus right around me. We're going to be okay. Okay, everyone. I love you all. Appreciate you. Sean, the blessed breast cancer guy. Until next time, I love you. Take care.